The cameras weren't the only thing capturing attention that night. Somewhere between the flashing lights of a high-profile fashion shoot and the quiet hum of New York City after dark, a different kind of moment unfolded, one that didn't need a script, a stylist, or a spotlight to feel cinematic. Because when Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were spotted stepping out together after his second Tommy Hilfiger shoot, it didn't just feel like a night out. It felt like a scene. Earlier that day, Kelce had traded the roar of stadium crowds for the click of camera shutters, moving through New York City like he belonged in both worlds. The Kansas City Chiefs tight and wasn't just participating in a campaign, he was owning it. Witnesses described a presence that felt natural, almost effortless, as if fashion had always been waiting for him to arrive. And maybe it had. The first look set the tone. A camel overcoat layered over a gray hoodie, with a crisp button-down and ties subtly peeking through it, was a study in contrast done right. Structured yet relaxed. Polished without feeling stiff. It carried that rare balance of authority and ease, like someone who knows exactly who they are and doesn't need to prove it. That's the Kelce effect. He doesn't disappear into the clothes. The clothes rise to meet him. The second look shifted the energy. A burgundy varsity jacket with black leather sleeves and bold detailing that tapped into nostalgia without feeling dated. It wasn't just fashion, it was storytelling. A nod to classic Americana, reimagined through someone who's lived the modern version of it on football fields and now, increasingly, in front of fashion lenses. But what made the entire shoot resonate wasn't just the styling. It was the authenticity. Between takes, Kelce reportedly moved through the set with the same confidence he brings to the field. Smiling, connecting, engaging, not performing for the camera, but existing comfortably within it. That kind of presence can't be manufactured. And in an industry where image is everything, being real becomes the most valuable currency. Which is exactly why this partnership works. Tommy Hilfiger has always leaned into a blend of classic American style and athletic spirit. And Kelce? He embodies that without needing to adjust who he is. This isn't a reinvention. It's an expansion. A new arena, same mindset. And just when it seemed like the day couldn't get more intriguing, enter Taylor Swift. Not with a grand entrance. Not with a dramatic reveal. But quietly. Reports say she arrived on set under a black umbrella, slipping in with a kind of understated presence that somehow drew even more attention. It was the kind of moment that feels pulled straight from a film, the world's biggest pop star choosing subtlety over spectacle, blending into the background while still being impossible to ignore. She didn't need to be front and center to be part of the story. She already was. As the shoot wrapped and the city transitioned into night, the narrative shifted from fashion campaign to something more personal. Kelce and Swift stepping out together in NYC wasn't just a continuation of the day, it felt like its own chapter. A quieter one, but no less captivating. The contrast was striking. Hours earlier, Kelce was in full campaign mode, lights, cameras, curated looks. Now, it was just two people navigating the city, the energy softer, more grounded. And yet, in many ways, this moment carried just as much impact. Because it felt real. For fans and onlookers, the pairing of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift continues to hold a certain magnetism. Not just because of who they are individually, but because of how their worlds intersect. Sports and music. Stadiums and stages. Two different kinds of performance, now sharing the same spotlight. And moments like this, unplanned, unscripted, are where that connection feels most tangible. Kelce's growing presence in fashion adds another layer to that dynamic. He's not dabbling. He's building. Carefully, strategically, but without losing the personality that made people pay attention in the first place. There's intention behind the choices: heritage brands, clean silhouettes, pieces that photograph well, but also feel wearable. It's not about chasing trends. It's about creating a lane. And if this Tommy Hilfiger campaign is any indication, that lane is wide open. Because here's the truth: plenty of athletes have stepped into fashion. Few have made it feel this seamless. Fewer still have made it feel inevitable. Kelce doesn't look like he's trying something new. He looks like he's stepping into something that was always part of his trajectory. The confidence translates. The charisma carries. And the results speak for themselves. As for that NYC night out, it lingers in the imagination. Not because of what was confirmed or documented in detail, but because of what it suggested. A day that started with cameras and campaigns, ending with something quieter, more personal. A balance between public and private, between performance and presence. And in that balance, Travis Kelce continues to prove something important. He's not limited to one arena. Not confined to one identity. Whether it's on the field, in front of a camera, or walking through the streets of New York after dark, he brings the same energy. Composed. Confident. Unmistakably himself. The arena didn't just expand. He did too.